sense of urgency now? Maybe even, I mean, it's so early in the Big 12 season, but after a game that a lot of people maybe said.
Well, I think that the sense of urgency to me is every game when you play. I think when you play, but remember, it's a race. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And so you're talking about one game on the road, and we didn't play, and we didn't play well. And with that being said, we didn't play well, but we were maybe a possession away from having a chance to win the game. So, but I think our guys got to understand there's a sense of urgency anytime you step on the floor, especially in conference play. And I thought the first half we did not. We did not. It's kind of like we were going through the motion. I thought in the second half, especially when we got down, I think you could see our guys' energy level go up a notch. Not only that, I thought the game changed to our favor. It was up and down, and we had Nebraska playing the way we wanted to play. We got to the free throw lines. The field goal percentage went up. The shots came easier, and of course, but it came a possession game going on the stretch, and we didn't knock shots down. You know, they said, hey, we're not going to let those guys score inside. And so with that being said, now you got to either knock some shots or make some penetration moves to create some easy shots. But I just thought the flow of the game was more to Nebraska's favor.
On the flip side of a sense of urgency, maybe, is it something that you have to do to remind the guys that it is a long season and that you can't get too down about any one loss because there's another game coming up in a couple of days and you got to get right back ready for it?
Well, I think it's got to hurt you, ain't no question about it. And I thought in the games that we have not that we've lost, I mean, you look at what has taken place. It's something that's very similar. And so we've got to fix that. And sometimes you got to fix that by maybe even juggling the lineup a little bit. And that's something that is going on in my mind in terms of so we can create some energy and how we come out and how we approach the game. We got to get off to better starts. I think more so than anything else. And as I say, in conference play, we got 7 guys never played in conference play. That's over half the basketball team. And so it's important for the guys that have been here to set the tone. And we saw what kind of tone they set, and it wasn't very positive. You had 12 turnovers in the first half, and 5 of those turnovers were charges. I mean, that's not our basketball team. So with that being said, let's go back to the drawing board and let's get back to being the team that we are. And that's been I think that's been our motto since that game. Is let's get back to playing and being the team that we are. And we're a team that plays with a lot of energy. We hang our hats on defense. We share the basketball. I mean, we're not predictable in terms of all we're going to do is just throw it inside. Because I think when you do that, it becomes predictable.
Mike, you referenced the leadership and the older guys and what they have to do. Is that something that, as a coach, you can pound into them, or at some point do they just have to figure that out?
I think they got to accept that. And I think not only I think our older guys, I think our guard play. I think guys such as J.T. Tiller, Zaire Taylor, see, those guys are, all the teams I've ever coached or ever been a part of, even when I played, I thought your guards were the guys that counted your leaders, especially on the floor, because to me they are an extension, of the coach, and I'm anxious to see how these guys respond. As I told you, this team was going to be a work in progress, and it continues to be. But I think they're a fun bunch. They work hard, and I think a lot of good basketball is in front of these guys.
Coach, Colorado is another young, inexperienced team. So, do you think it's an advantage for you to play them as their